Hi, my name is Jaiden Reese, and the title of my presentation is Opportunities for Minorities: How Expanding the Scope of Environmental Internships Can Improve Diversity. For my capstone, I worked with the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. While diversity in environmental organizations has been improving, it's still lacking, and recruitment efforts especially need to be improved. The opportunities being offered are not reaching minority students or are otherwise inaccessible or not tailored to what minorities are looking for. Minorities can contribute a lot to these organizations because they can bring new perspectives to find environmental problems that were previously unaddressed, as well as new and creative solutions to fix those problems. The research question I'm answering is, what steps should environmental organizations like NOAA take to improve their internship opportunities and recruit more diverse candidates? To answer my question, I interned with NOAA, where I administered online surveys to students and advisors to get a sense of the way they think about internships. I also did interviews and a literature review to get information from a variety of places. I found three ways internships could be improved, which are listening, increasing scope, and advertising. We'll start with listening. The graph at the top shows what community college students in the math, engineering, science achievement program said when asked what they look for in internships. Particular work experience, pay, and type of host organization were the top priorities, which can be taken into account for future projects. A bigger focus on environmental justice can also help, as much of my reading suggested communities of color can feel isolated from the white environmental movement. The key is to listen to the needs of minorities and remember that they are not a monolith. In regards to increasing scope, many internship opportunities are only available to certain students, which can make it more difficult for students to find internships that apply to them. Opening the internships and advertising them to people in non-environmental majors and undecided majors can introduce new people to environmentalism and benefit organizations who employ people with a variety of skill sets. There are also certain demographics that have less opportunities overall, so increasing the number of internships they can apply to is important. As for advertising, a result from my survey that surprised me was that advisors and students alike were largely unaware of NOAA's internships. I believe this is due to the sheer number of methods available for them to look for internships. The word cloud shows the variety of responses advisors gave for how they and their students look for internship opportunities. Based on these results, I have a few next steps that environmental organizations can take. Firstly, communicating with minority students about their needs and wants, either through more surveys, interviews, or other methods. They can also increase accessibility through paid internships and accommodations for limitations like time and travel. They can target non-majors through advisors who often recommend certain internships to students. They can also explore they can explore advertisement strategies like social media, campus fairs, word of mouth, online databases, publications, and advisors. I'd like to thank my site supervisor and capstone peers, as well as my friends and family for their support. Thank you for listening.